Hey guys, I'm back with the new moon in Libra tarot spread. It is exact on the 2nd at 2:46 p.m. EST. It's gonna last a total of 6 hours. This one's gonna be interesting because it's gonna have the ring of fire. It's basically like it's gonna like around the moon silhouette. It's gonna make like this blazing halo effect on it. Okay. New moons are about manifestations, new beginnings, fresh starts. But with the eclipse, it's also asking us, to reflect and introspect, okay? To shed old energies, okay? And it provides a period of renewal and transformation. Um, the Libra is synonymous with balance and justice, okay? Um, the skill to hold two opposing truths and understand them. Um, Justice is about fairness and equality. This is the sign of partnerships, complementary forces coming together. Okay. Libra is also the sign of beauty. Okay. It seeks to understand all sides of an equation. Um, Coupled all that together, I feel it's like understanding the whole picture before taking some type of stance or making a judgment. Okay. Um, this new moon is going to give us an opportunity to peer into shadows and connect to feelings that we may have overlooked. Okay. It's going to be like a wake up call of sorts. It's going to bring about plot twists and epiphanies, centering around relationships. Um, and some of the questions to ask yourself around this time is, have you been fixated so long on maintaining love that you've lost a sense of personal balance? Okay. The first sign of growing as an individual is to of growing with an individual is to be yourself. Okay. In seeing the beauty in all things, you might discover someone worthy of your attention. Okay, whether that be you or someone you've neglected or someone that you're currently with. Okay. Also asking you what feelings are hidden inside of you that can no longer be hidden. Okay. And what can no longer be hidden? Basically, it swings our attention to our unions, whether that be friendships, partnerships, alliances, relationships, romantic relationships, family dynamics. Okay. And then we also talk about the theme of justice, which is um, how can peace be found among dramatic division? Okay. Um, True justice prevails when the full truth is revealed. So, what truth can comes up for you and around you, and are they really true? Like, what truths? Um, as I was looking up this info, I got 1, 2, 3. That to me means an ascension. Okay, level up, an upgrade. Okay. Um, they also talked about the ring of fire. And how it's almost like a metaphor for like passionate emotions that are bubbling up beneath the surface that you've kind of put us to the side. And even though you've like internalized those emotions, they're still going to show. Okay. That's what they mean with like the spiritual like significance of the ring of fire for this solar eclipse. Okay. So with all that said, let's get into the actual tarot spread. Okay. Let me put this back down. Okay. This is for the solar eclipse in Libra. Okay, for the collective for October 2nd, 2024. The first card is, what is no longer in balance? Oof. How to come back into alignment. Manifestations to make. And actions to take. Yeah. Someone's either conflicted within themselves or there's some type of conflict at play within some type of union, okay, with a person, place, or situation, okay? Five of Swords is deadly conflict. Win or lose, um, you know, bittersweet victories. I didn't have to do them like that, but I did type of thing. Um, it talks about like, winning battles, but not winning the overall war. Okay. Like, and kind of turning those losses into power instead of remorse. Also talks about showing mercy. Okay. Are you able to show mercy? I wish you guys saw the outline of these cards because it's like almost clockwise, like, and then this one ends like that. It, and I was thinking about that as I was going through the tarot spread, how it's like clockwise. It's like a clockwise motion. So there's something here about the concept of time regarding this. Okay. Um, what is no longer in balance is 707 on my time, being able to take risks, going on new adventures, going down a new path. Um, there's something here about you kind of being conforming to situations, people, places, situations. Okay. Um, this conformity is basically hindering you from discovering new things, discovering new people, discovering new situations by staying in whatever, with whatever person, place, or situation that you feel most safest in, and you not taking a risk on something. Okay. It's like the divine is calling you to take some type of risk, and you're just like, no, I'm going to stay in home base. How you can come back into alignment, okay, with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, I feel like it's like not pouring into some type of person, place, or situation, okay? The Knight of Cups is also some type of F-boy energy, F-girl energy, where they're constantly pouring into cups, okay? Um, and Knight of Cups are about doing, right? They're actively pouring into cups. They're actively, love bombing. They're actively like laying it on kind of thick, okay? Being mindful of how quickly you do this, how much you do this. I'm getting quality versus quantity for some reason. The quality of what you pour into people, places, situations, okay? Um, like how you approach these people, places, and situations. And kind of withdrawing some of that 909 on my time power, energy, love, emotions back into yourself. Maybe even showing yourself this and pouring this into yourself as opposed to others. Okay. Um, the manifestations to make is coming together, is cooperation, is collaboration. Okay. Um, you see how this family, they're all like working on the same cause. They're all building towards the same future, trying to climb up some type of ladder. Remember what I said about 1, 2, 3? This is what you need to like focus on manifesting, coming together with a group of people um to build something greater than yourselves, okay? taking out that competition aspect, um with the Five of Swords. Like to me, this is also competition. um Coming out of that energy and embracing like union, partnerships, embracing friendships, relationships. There's something here I'm getting very much like, because with these single cards, it's like you've embraced maybe some type of period of isolation or loneliness. And I got one of those cards in my pre-shuffle while I, because when I shuffle the decks and set my intentions to them, like some of the cards that pop out, I kind of keep a mental note of it. And that was one of the cards. One of the cards was loneliness and the Nine of Cups. But like, and Nine of Cups talks about overindulgence. So there's something here about like you did some type of introspection, reflection on like the overpouring and oversharing you were doing with others. You held yourself back, but now like you're kind of stagnant in fear, in like, do I make good judgments? Do I, can I judge someone or the situation precisely? Like you're kind of second guessing your ability to do this, and in that in turn is bringing about some type of conflict for you. Okay, whether internally and pouring out into the external, because remember, whatever you feel internalize, it kind of pours out, right? So this is telling you to embrace teamwork, the value of teamwork, the benefits of teamwork, your actions to take is to come out of this indecision and actually make things happen, and actually like, take that initiative, have that drive, have that passion to actually make this happen. Okay. Because you're just like in the halfway point, like especially with like the placement of the cards and like the position of the cards. It's like you're in that halfway point where it's just like, do I trust people? But it's like, do you trust yourself? That's what it all boils down to. Is like you're so afraid of trusting your own judgment. I was getting something like on in my solar plexus, like your own sense of self and direction and knowing who you are, knowing where you're going. Your ego. Okay, solar plexus talks about your ego and keeping that in check, listening to your gut. And I feel like this is something that someone here is struggling with, is making the right judgment calls, whether regarding people, places, or situations. Um, Listening to your intuition rather than your mind, because sometimes like your mind plays tricks on you. You know that. So really taking a step back and just like, okay, like let me pour a little bit into myself, see what's going on, do some digging in there. Um, and instead of pouring outwardly, like pour that into yourself. Okay. um what does this situation convey? Oh, okay, well, freedom. And it came outside the side, freeing yourself. And I can see that with the Fool card, um the upside down Fool card. Hold on, that came outside this side too. So these cards are coming side to side. Yeah, there's something about freedom, undecided freedom. It says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Blame, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay, so there's something here about taking accountability, and in taking accountability, you're freeing yourself. Okay. um not blaming someone for like your unhappiness or depression, looking inside of you on how your actions have contributed to whatever like limitations you've imposed on yourself, whatever like restrictions you've imposed on yourself, and shifting this blame from external situations to, okay, did I act according in with certain people, places, situations, and then forgiving others and yourself within these dynamics. Forgiveness, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And this resentment that you're holding towards others, it's blocking this love that you should be pouring into yourself, and thus further blocking you from pouring into others. Um, and it's just so funny, the themes of fire with that, like the Ace of Wands, right? Um, because Ace of Wands is like a brand new beginning, in a passionate new beginning, that creative spark, okay? Um, and lighting that ring of fire yourself, like I'm hearing like, let's light this candle. Firefather, Ace of Wands. I don't know. I just felt like I couldn't just leave it there. Yep. Focus on your work. Focus on what you got going on. The Lovers in the reverse. There's a potential here for some of you. There's a potential here for a passionate new beginning romantically, but you're so focused on your career, your aspirations, your school, your whatever career goals that you have for yourself, that this is what's like impeding you from making a decision about this brand new spark, about this brand new passionate beginning. And then the Lovers is blocked. Okay, so there's something here about maybe you were in some type of like situationship with someone that's blocked or delayed. um there's something here about balancing that. You know how they say have a work home life balance? There's something here about like you're so focused on working on yourself that like you're not balancing also interconnected interconnectedness and working with others. Like you kind of get into like this like one track mind, I'm getting, where it's like you're so just focused on like what you got going on, and like this blocks like these beliefs about like love, and like, or impedes others from approaching you in a loving place, in a loving manner. um it's almost like you see with with all these moons around it too, I feel like, and to me it's like, well, they're not moons, they're supposed to be the pentacles, but they're more so like, it's like you create this bubble around you, and like you kind of hide from the world per se, with your work, with your responsibilities, and you're not really like letting your light shine. And that was very prominent in this reading, and these readings this past last week, about like keeping the spark alive, keeping that light within you lit, um keeping your light shining bright. um you're so focused on your day-to-day responsibilities, like, with this woman here, you could be um some type of business woman, some type of single mom, some type of sole provider, some type of head of household. Um, remember, it could be a masculine sitting in feminine energy, or feminine, take it how it resonates for your situation. Um, but basically, like, you're so hard at work about your future that, like, you're not staying in the now, you're not staying in the present. And this is creating some type of blockages for you, where you feel trapped, where you feel stuck. And but you've created this cage for yourself, you've created these restrictions for yourself. um and I'm getting like this image of like a bird in a bird cage, and it's just like, because of the bird, um where you're not letting your true authentic self, you're keeping yourself like binded. You yourself, you're doing this to yourself. And there's no one else to blame here. Like, take accountability. Take accountability for what's going on with who, what, when, where, why, person, place, situation. Um, and really dig deep about this. There's something here about I'm getting Inspector Gadget, like do some like investigation, shift from freaking Carmen San Diego where you like go like missing in action with socially, I'm getting to actually, yeah, you're working hard at work, but like you can always get help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to accept help. You don't have to carry everything yourself. Um, do what you can with what you have and know that you are enough. What you do is enough, and what you have is enough. Guys, I hope someone was able to take some type of clarity. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm available for personal readings, parties, and events. All my information is within the description box. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Take care.